Hi, Mac fam. So I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to give you guys advice and a little bit of tips and tricks. So just know I'm not 100% mature yet. I am not 25. By the age of 25, your brain is supposed to be fully developed. Yeah. Your brain develops at the age of 25. So there have been some videos I've posted that I do kind of regret. Um, and just know that I'm not 100% mature yet. Um, but, you know that I think over time I'll get there. And I feel like I have matured a lot. I turned 20 in March. And when I was 19, I feel like I've changed a lot since now turning 20. So, yeah, but I wanted to talk about something and give you guys some advice. Um, so my brother is on spring break, and so we're home today, and my mom's at work. And, well, Um, so we were here just kind of hanging out in the living room watching a show. And all of a sudden we hear our doorbell ring, and we're like, what the heck? And somebody knocks on the door, and we're like, who's here? Who's here? And my brother's like, oh no. He's like, oh, it's a guy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what does he look like? He's like, well, he's wearing a hat and he has a book bag on. And I'm like, okay. And we just kind of whisper and stuff and are a little quiet because sometimes in these houses, you can kind of hear things inside sometimes. If somebody's like yelling or something, like we had a neighbor, not our next door neighbor, but the house down. She's not there anymore. We had a neighbor who feel really bad for her. She didn't really have a lot of family around and felt kind of lonely and sad, but she had some mental health issues as well. And so everybody in the neighborhood kind of took her in as her, as took her in kind of like as family because she didn't have anybody. She's now in a nursing home because she fell and she was trying to get people's attention by using her car key to turn on the car. And people started to wonder, is she trying to get our attention? And she was, and she fell. And so thank goodness some of our neighbors went over to check on her, and they're like, oh yeah, she, you know, she fell. So she was taken to a nursing home. Um, but there were a few times we would hear her yell. She'd yell at some of us. She could be a little mean. Even though she was mean, though, we just still really tried to be nice to her. But she just wasn't really nice to a lot of us and our neighbors. Um, so yeah, but she just was mentally unwell too, and so yeah. But you know, could hear her a few times, and her house was kind of small. We have like an upstairs, but our house is kind of small too. Um, so I feel like in some of these houses, I think it depends, but I know for sure we could hear her. But a lot of times you can hear people in a house, like literally sometimes we'll have a show on and we're outside and you can hear the show if it's like out there in the living room because the living room is right by the front door. And so yeah, but anyway, so hang on just a second. um Sorry. So anyway, this guy comes over and we're like, all right, we're kind of quiet for a little bit, and then he leaves. And then he goes to our next door neighbor and does the same thing, just knocks. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Uh, and so, and I was like, what do you think he's doing? And my brother's like, well, he could be selling stuff or he could just be walking around. I don't really know. But my anxiety got pretty high. We locked the front door. My brother locked our front door. And then we brought our dog in. We have a German Shepherd and they're just naturally protective. And so I feel like if something did happen and somebody did break in, he would protect us. But I think we're okay. But just kind of giving y'all a little bit of advice. Just be aware. Know that maybe they could be doing something like selling stuff. Because we've had people before in our neighborhood walk around and they're just selling stuff. So just be aware that could be what's going on. But just also be aware that, because sometimes you don't know people's intentions, if they're selling something or if they're gonna do something else, or you just don't know. So, but we locked our doors, so make sure you do that too. Lock your doors always. If you have alarms, turn alarms on. We have an alarm in our house, so I turned our alarm on, brought our dog in, so got all the safety things we need in our house just in case. And we have a phone just in case if we have to call my mom or somebody. But we're okay. I just wanted to share that and try to bring my anxiety a little bit down and just give you guys some tips. Hope this is not a bad video. Just know I'm not like 100% mature yet, but I'm working on that. But just be kind to me, please. Um, and I hope my advice is helpful. So, you know, people just have told me, oh, you give bad advice, or oh, your videos are so stupid, or whatever. So, but the people that are kind to me and that say, oh, your videos are good, you're doing a good job, like, I appreciate you because I really appreciate people that are kind. So, yeah, but hopefully this is helpful and hopefully you guys know what to do in this situation. So, I've also known people that have carried around pepper spray. So, people can do that too if they go out in public. Sometimes you just have to, it's just to keep yourself safe. So, but yeah, alright, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you have not already. Always keep your head up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.